You know, I think everyone has their own routine that they do when they're going through some hard times when they are feeling really low. And for some reason, for me, that is studying. I think I have a really interesting relationship with study because since I was a kid, I was always a straight A student, you know. I was asking a lot of questions, I was getting good grade, and I think at a certain point, especially in high school, I convinced myself that I really liked studying. But now that I think about it, still I don't even know. Like in, I think it was college that I really started to question, do I really like studying, or am I doing this just because like this rigorous Korean education system pushed me to do so? And because of that education system, or I don't know, lack of self-discovery that I had, I didn't have time to really like sit with myself and ask myself, so what do you want to do with your life? I mean, like like if you know Korean education system, it was rigorous. Like for me it was crazy because like I got on the shuttle bus around like 7:40, 7:30, and then went to school, study, lunch, study, dinner, study, and then I came back home around like 11 p.m. I mean, I got on the shuttle bus at 11 p.m. and then I went to a private studying center, studied until like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. sometimes, and came back home. And next day, 7:30, shuttle bus, go. That was basically my life up until I graduated from high school. But college was, it was totally different, obviously. Like, you know, like I went to college in Minnesota, and to me it was shocking that I get to choose my own schedule. I didn't know what to do, and I think that's when I really allowed myself to ask myself questions like, what do you want to do with your life? And now you are in this like bigger world, and now you know that you were living in a very small society, small community. Now you get to experience different perspectives, and like I think maybe because of that I changed my major a lot. So when I was applying, I applied as an art history major, but then I changed it to philosophy, sociology, psychology, anthropology, philosophy. Did I say philosophy already? Yeah, and like all that, like even one time biology. Back in college when I was studying at a library, a lot of times I just started to cry all of a sudden. Like I didn't even know why I was crying. And one day a friend of mine recommended me to go to a counseling center like on campus, so I did. And that was the first time I actually learned about there's something called counseling, there's something called therapy, because that was not really a thing. And like at first it was really weird, like just the concept that I get to talk about my, I don't know, inner self, or you know, just the concept of like talking about emotions, like how to process things. Those were very interesting, and I learned a lot about myself. But one of the things that I've learned about myself is that I tend to use studying as my defense mechanism. Whenever I'm under a stressful situation, my mind just like run and think, oh, I need to get out of this situation and go to the library and study, because that's all I had growing up. back in high school, I was in a dance team. We were invited to dance at this like event, and we did that, and then afterwards we did some sort of like gathering. It was getting late, past like 10 p.m. or something. So I came back home. No, I didn't go straight home. I went to private studying center because I felt guilty. Like I didn't study that day after school, so I was like, I need to catch up. So I went to private studying center. I was studying, but then my dad started texting like, "Where are you?" Like in a intimidating way, and that day, I mean, I don't like, I'm not ready to share it in detail, but like up until high school, I got beaten up, and that night was one of nights I didn't feel safe going back home. And well, there's like a whole situation, but my dad ended up texting, "Okay, you're at a private study center, I'm on my way there, I'm gonna like," I had to basically evacuate. I had to run away. I spent a night at my mom's friend's house in the same town. And that night I was crying a lot. I was anxious, I was scared, and I was studying. I think that's an example of me using studying as a defense mechanism. And maybe that's why I was crying in college, studying at a library. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm the only one, and I don't know if anyone have experienced something similar, but now I'm okay. Now I genuinely studying psychology, and I'm really grateful that I get to take this class and I get to dream to be a clinical psychologist. Not only dream, I get to run towards becoming a clinical psychologist, and obviously it involves a lot of studying. And still, I see that a remnant of me using studying as a defense mechanism, because when I'm feeling low, I shut down and go study. Like even until now, when I'm feeling blue, my immediate thought is like, I need to go study. I don't know why that is. I feel better about it because now I genuinely enjoy studying because I'm studying what I'm really passionate about. But I don't know, a part of me is still questioning like, what is this like weird feeling that I feel about studying. But another part of me is like, I accept it, I embrace it, what can I do? Yeah, I guess this is just a part of me living life. I mean, in general, I'm doing great. I say in general because like mentally I'm doing great.